I appreciate you guys. I'm a little off my game right now. I've got this Red Bull. I just had about 20 ounces of black coffee. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am about to shit my pants. And I'm going to try not to get through this thing before that happens. Guys, hi. It's great to be here. I have a beard on my face. You can see it. It's right there. You know, I've got a beard because I'm cool, I'm hip, I'm trendy, I'm a millennial. And my girlfriend wants me to have a beard, and I don't have my own personality. So here it is. She started convincing me to grow this beard a week into our relationship, wasting no time trying to change everything about me. She's date number 3, arguably not in a relationship yet. Date number 3, she's like, hey sweetie, I know I swiped right on that cute face of yours, but let's go ahead and cover up most of that shit. Double chin looks good on nobody. You don't need this. It's great to be here. I'm John. I'm from Cincinnati. I'm vegan. Thank you. I had a burger for lunch, but I identify as vegan. Got my fingers crossed for some chicken McNuggies on the way back to the hotel tonight. But, it's the kind of vegan that I am. My girl and I, we're trying to do the vegan thing at home. All the meals that we make at home this year are plant-based. We're trying to avoid the meat there. But anytime I'm not around her, when I'm not at home and I'm away from her, all bets are off, you know? It's just I'm eating everything that I feel like. And I kind of feel like I'm cheating on her, you know, when I sleep with other women. But I won't get into that tonight. That's a whole different story. I'm waking up in like cold sweats, just having dream nightmares of her finding like Culver's wrappers on the floorboards of my car. It's like, what is this, you son of a bitch? Yeah! My friend wrote with me, we've spent every minute together for the past 5 days, goddamn it. Blew in the window, I don't know, just don't hit me again. I can't hide that many bruises, so please hold yourself back. You guys might have also noticed I got this Fitbit on, because I am a fit bitch, guys. A fit little fuck is what I am. I like having a Fitbit because there's an app on my phone that syncs right up to this bad boy, and it's got all these graphs, analytics, pictures, charts showing me exactly what a lazy piece of shit I am. It's nice to know the exact amount. I don't like to run, but I did. I made a deal with my girlfriend that I would run a 5K with her, so I was training for that. The first time I trained for it, I was excited because Fitbit app sent me a notification, and I opened up that notification. It said, congratulations on your 3-mile walk. Wow. Gonna start talking shit now, huh? Okay. Fine, I'm gonna delete the app. I'm gonna keep it as a watch though, so here it is. Yeah, this Fitbit is a false flag operation is what this Fitbit is. I do not like to run. It's not. I don't hit my step goal most of the time, you know. I lowered it from the suggested amount. I'm like 17 steps per day. I can't even hit that. It's very difficult, you know, working on a computer and whatnot. But no, my girlfriend and I are trying to, we're working out this year in 2018. We are working out. Allow me to say it a few times more for myself to convince myself that it's something we are doing together, because we are not. She trained for a marathon, and I go to the gym when I feel like it, which once or twice a month, maybe on average. I don't like to do it. And also, like, you know, she was training when she was training for the marathon, 6 days a week. Saturday, she's waking up before the sun comes up, running through the sleet, the snow, the sub-zero temperatures. I've been known to walk into the gym and then walk right back out when I take my jacket off and realize 64 degrees is a little brisk for short sleeves. So we're just gonna go ahead and go home, regroup, put a hoodie in our gym bag, and think of a different excuse for tomorrow, because I might be lazy physically, but we're going to get a mental workout going, you know? All right, so I got the hoodie this time, but tomorrow we're probably going to forget our headphones, aren't we? Damn it. Can't do a bench press listening to Planet Fitness music, no thank you. I pick my own playlists, thank you very much. Yeah, I hesitate to call what I do working out at the gym because I've been doing it for a long time now, since I was in high school, and I'm not better at anything, you know, like I feel like that should be the prerequisite for calling something working out. You're better at something now. My girlfriend can now run 26.2 miles once a year. That's great. A lot of people at my gym, rowers, that's a bunch of rowing machines, that's great, you know, they're training to be the motor of a boat, that's exciting. Swimmers are training to be the motor and the boat, that's amazing, I love that. Really nailing it. The only thing that I'm better at after having lifted weights all these years is I am great at lying to my friends about how busy I am on the Saturday that they are moving. Oh, you need some help? No, I've got some shit going on. Also, I'm not going to need more help. There's not a machine at Planet Fitness that makes me somehow more capable of squeezing a California King up 6 flights of stairs. I can't help, sorry. Find somebody else. You say free pizza and beer? You said that last time and never came through with it, so nope, not going to help. So people can relate. But I like to think about it this way, you know, my girlfriend and I, we've been together for about 3 years, you know. We're supposed to balance each other out in a long-term relationship, right? She is doing all of our cardio. I'm doing all of our weight training, you know? So in a way, it's kind of like we ran a half marathon in May. It's exciting. She's going to be excited to find out. And it's also kind of like we can each bench press about 35 pounds each, so getting strong. I'm very proud of her for running a marathon. Like I said, back in May, she ran a marathon. Even more proud of her for the fact that she ran a marathon and then did not put one of those 26.2 stickers in the back of her car, because she's not a piece of shit. That's why she didn't. What is that sticker for? I think that sticker is disrespectful. It's disrespectful to several different types of people. First of all, it's disrespectful to people who win marathons. You know, the people who get to brag, you know? And also it's disrespectful to all the scientists and engineers who worked for a long time to come up with the invention that made it so we do not have to do that shit anymore, you know? To put that sticker on the back of that machine just feels, you know, it feels disrespectful, you know? I feel like putting that sticker on the back of the "you don't have to run anymore" machine is kind of like, I don't know, living in America and flying a Confederate flag, you know? It's like, we get it, you're proud, but we came up with some better shit. Time to move on, you know? Sorry, is Robert E. Lee's family in the crowd tonight? Sorry if I offended all of us Yankees, my bad. I did put one of those 26.2 stickers on the back of my car, because I marathon Netflix series, and I think that should count for something, right? 26.2 hours every single weekend? Wow, I'm impressive. It's tough work, you know? Heart rate goes up, knees give out, nipples start bleeding, just like a marathon. It's exciting. Finished Making a Murderer in under 8 hours. Wow, how did you do that? I fast forwarded it every once in a while. It's a lot of fat in that shit. Skip some of it. You know, so there's that. I do find myself driving around a lot. You learn stuff about yourself when you're driving. I learned this, that I am afraid of spiders. Didn't know that I was afraid of them until one showed up inside of my car, you know, like. I thought me and spiders were cool. You know, I live in an old house built in 1900. They're there. I can't get rid of them. They grandfathered into the rent. They're just there forever. If I see one, I either have to capture it and let it outside because I'm a Christian. I'm not going to kill a spider. Or if I'm feeling lazy, I'll just make eye contact with them and be like, "Listen, man, I didn't see you. You didn't see me. Just don't call my mouth when I fall asleep." All right? I've already got 2 this year, so. Can't exceed that. But yeah, so I was driving, and then a spider crawled out of the vent right next to my steering wheel while I was on the highway, and I saw it in my peripheral vision for about a half a second, and then I didn't see the spider anymore, which was scarier than when I did see the spider, you know? Sudden presence, then lack thereof. Scarier than only seeing it, because where the hell did it go? It's at my feet somewhere. I'm looking down at my feet while I'm on the highway. I just know everything outside of the car is irrelevant, because where the hell did it go? My God. And I don't know, 10, 15 seconds pass, and I remember that I am driving an automobile on the highway. And, it was in that moment that I realized that I'm more afraid of a spider maybe tickling my leg than I am of slamming into a wall at 75 miles an hour. So, natural selection is going to get me pretty soon, I think. Not looking good for me. Yeah. I do like to travel. I like to try to blend in when I go to new cities. I don't want to seem like a tourist. I want to have like a legitimate experience. Pretty easy to do in most cities in the U.S. Just put in headphones, don't make eye contact with anybody, or leave your hotel room and you fit right in. You know, no one even knows you're there. And I traveled to India, and it was difficult to blend in. People could tell that I wasn't from there. You know, I'm out walking in public, and people can just, you know, smell it on me a little bit. You know, they can. You know, I'm the only one, you know, in the city that I went to, as I'm walking around in public, the only one with white privilege. That's something unique to me in that city. They could, like I said, they could smell it, because I don't know if you know this, white privilege smells like SPF 30. Yeah. I found that walking around in public in India, in a city where they don't see a lot of white people, felt a lot like walking around a grocery store. Hi, like, everyone's looking at me. They all know what's going on here. And they called the cops. Why is the police officer walking towards me? Excuse me, officer, what's that? A selfie? You'd like to take a selfie also? Oh, you're just standing in line. People trying to take selfies. That's a thing that happens when you visit certain cities in India. They just want to take a selfie with the white guy. And I tried to figure that out. You know, I tried to figure out what is going on there. It's because they just don't see white people. They see them on TV, and then they see one walking outside their window. They're like, what the fuck is that thing? I've never seen him out in the wild. Is that a vampire? Let's make sure that it's not. Everybody get together now. Let's see if he shows up in a picture. All right, everybody. Right here. 1, 2, 3. Gandhi. All right, well, he showed up, so probably not a vampire, but he might be a celebrity, or we're being colonized again. So let's go ahead and check in safe on Facebook. We're not going to go through this shit. White Devil, last seen outside of my house. He was drinking water straight out of the faucet, so I think it's going to be pretty easy to catch him. He's going to be shitting all night. We're going to take his weak ass down. We got this. Yeah, I went to India last year for work, and my girlfriend stayed at home. She watched my dog. Yes, I am a dog dad, and I call myself that on stage because I'm insufferable. That's why. I love my dog very much. I don't know if there's any dog people out there, but I love my dog very much. I realized how much I love my dog a couple months ago when I realized that he is the only person in my apartment. I said person. That was subconscious. I just went out there. He's a person. He's a person. He's more important. Anyway, he's the only one in my apartment who gets to go to the doctor. That's how much I love him, you know. I don't give a shit about myself at all. In the past 3 years, I've discovered that I have a hernia, hemorrhoids, a bump on my arm that I'm pretty sure is cancer. It keeps getting harder. Not going to the doctor for any of that shit. One, I don't feel like paying the copay. 2, I'm not talking to a stranger on the phone. No, I'm not going to do that. No, thank you. I'm not going to talk to somebody I love on the phone, much less a doctor. So, not going to go. And then, like I said, a couple months ago, my sweet little dog, he sneezed twice in the same day. So we had to get him in and get that, make sure everything's going all right. And it was good. It was good that I took him into the vet because he had kennel cough. Which was a little bit surprising, and I told the vet that. I was like, he has kennel cough. We were just in here 3 months ago, and he got vaccinated for kennel cough. Like, how can he have kennel cough? She's like, yeah, I know, but that just happens sometimes. They can still get kennel cough. I was like, really? That is information that I could have used $90 ago. God damn it. What did you do when I came here 3 months ago? Did you just take him into another room and then make him cry so that I could hear it, and then assume you gave him the vaccination and cross your fingers that he wasn't also going to get sick? Was it too sad that I said my dog was crying? I apologize, guys. Anyways, so yeah, that's that whole thing. I do have a dog. I love my dog very much, like I said. I rescued him 4 years ago. I rescued him. I say rescued because I was afraid to join the Peace Corps, but I need you guys to know that I am a hero. come in different capes, but we did it. Rescued a dog. The truth is that I responded to a comment thread on a Facebook picture that said free puppies, and I got one. So I'm pretty brave. I just want you guys to know. It's great having a dog. I love going to the dog park. Dog park is the shit. I love it. I will spend hours in the dog park, go home, tell my dog all about it. He gets jealous. No, he does love going to the dog park with me because that's the only place he's allowed to get his doggy doo at. That's where we go. That's why we go. Right? Why else do people go to the dog park? I don't understand. We found out that that's rude. It's rude to let your dog hump other dogs, whatever. I found that out when a woman started screaming at my dog for humping her dog, slut-shaming my sweet little boy, which is not okay. But I was like, you know, I'm just gonna address the situation. I'm gonna make him stop. And when I went to go make him stop, I noticed that the dog he was humping was also a male dog. Yeah, found out that all dogs don't go to heaven. What a relief, you know? I am going to get to see him again. Excited. I'm not going to heaven, are you kidding me? I was raised Catholic. Not anymore, which is why I'm not going to heaven. I think, I don't know, I put my time in though. Like I went to Catholic school from first grade all the way through the end of college. Like I put my time in, you know, if I don't get to go, whatever. I went to a Catholic college. I went to Xavier University in Cincinnati, Ohio. I liked going to Xavier. I lost a lot of respect for Xavier a few years ago. I don't know if you guys saw this in the headlines up here in Wisconsin, but what Xavier University did was they gave me a degree, and that was stupid. I don't know what they were thinking, if they don't value their degree. I mean, I know they value their degrees. I took out a lot of money to get that thing, but didn't have to try too hard. To give you an example, I dropped 5 different classes when I realized how many books I was going to have to read, you know? It's like, no, I don't want that. And I am now the proud owner of a degree in English literature, so pretty easy to do. I say that like I got away with something. It's like, no, they got away with a lot of money. I'm just a moron. That's what I am. Why would I do that? Xavier is a Jesuit university. I don't know if you're familiar with the Jesuits, but if you're not, the Jesuits are a liberal faction of the Catholic Church. They're not actually liberal though, they're just liberal for Catholic. Like they believe that women are people or some bullshit. I don't know. I was raised Catholic regular, so I don't know anything about that, but keep talking, Pope Francis, we got you. The Catholic grade school, 1st through 8th grade Catholic grade school, we had a class that was called religion class. Found out it was only Catholic class. We didn't learn anything about the 4,199 other world religions, not one of them. I mean, in defense of my Catholic school, we did learn a little bit about Judaism, right? But just enough so we understood whose fault it was. And my teachers didn't even teach me about the other versions of Christianity. There's like a ton of them. There's like a bunch of different ones. And I had to find that out by myself in 2nd grade. My best friend down the street, also Christian, went to a different Christian school. 2nd grade is when Catholics do First Communion. If you don't know what First Communion is, it's when a bunch of 9-year-olds cosplay the Final Supper, which is great. The bread and the wine at 9 years old, you get to drink wine. That's pretty badass, you know? I can't think of anything cooler than that. So I asked my friend down the street, I was like, hey dude, when is your First Communion? And he said, John, I don't do First Communion, I'm Baptist. It's like, first of all, it's pronounced baptized. Second of all, I did that shit too when I was a baby. We're talking about First Communion. Big boy stuff, time to catch up. I remember in 5th grade in religion class, we were learning about the priesthood, and our teacher was telling us that priests are not allowed to get married, and someone in my class asked why, and she said, well, actually, technically speaking, they when they become priests, they become married to God. And thought we were against that shit. What are you talking about? I guess there's a gay marriage loophole if God is one of... So it's pretty badass, I like that. It seems pretty progressive, you know. Catholic high school, we had a sex education class in freshman year. It fucked us up a little bit. I'll tell you about it. Because what they did, this is the week before homecoming, freshman year, they split up all the girls in one classroom, all the guys in another classroom, I assume, because they, you know, if we're talking a little bit too much about sex and the guys and the girls are in the same room, we all might come at the same time or something. But anyways, in the classroom that all of us guys went to, they had a priest come in to talk to us, and I think who better to teach a bunch of 14-year-olds about sex than somebody who's never had it. It's exciting. It's like the guy who's a virgin forever? Okay, whatever. Priest is like, yeah, no, I don't need to have sex. I jerk off thinking about my husband. Guys, he said that, not me. Don't get upset. Here's a few of the things that we walked away with from our lesson from Father Chuck. That's a great name, Father Chuck. Great guy, but he taught us, he lied to us, is what he did. He lied to a bunch of 14-year-olds. He said, guys, fellas, boys, it's homecoming week. I know there's going to be some temptations, but what you need to know is that if you and your girlfriend have sex before marriage, the two of you will break up within 3 months. So keep that in mind. He said that like it was a threat, but we collectively accepted that as the best out that has ever existed. To be honest with you, Father, I've been looking for an out for about 2.5 months now, and now I get to tell her we have to break up because God said, awesome, that sounds great. I don't want to break up either, sweetheart, but you know, I don't want to go to hell. Well, what's your sister up to next week? We can still hang out, it's not a big deal. It's whatever, okay. Another thing he told us, he was preaching abstinence only, sex education, no condoms. Condoms, the Catholics don't like them. He got scientific about it, which I appreciated. He was like, fellas, you can't use condoms because they don't prevent pregnancy. Why? Because if you look at them under a microscope, you will see that the latex that makes up that condom has threads. Those threads have gaps between them. They're microscopic, but they are there. Those gaps are bigger than your sperm cells, so they swim through there, and then, you know, your life changes forever. And that also backfired, you know? It didn't work. It just had me walking around Walgreens asking where they kept the high thread count condoms. Do you guys have, maybe behind the counter, 1,500 thread count Egyptian cotton condoms? I know they're expensive, but it's a good investment. You know, use it one time, turn it inside out, use it again. Throw in the washing machine a few times, see how that goes. Gets a hole in it, just have mom patch it up. We're good to go. It's a good investment at the end of the day. But that obviously messed with our heads a little bit. You know, we're 14 years old, we're very impressionable, we don't know what's going on. A girl that I dated in high school, she and I had a pregnancy scare, and we had not had sex. So, take that for what you will. I remember the night very vividly because we were at her parents' house in the basement, cuddling on the couch, watching a movie, and I noticed that she was kind of crying silently next to me, just tears streaming down her face, and it broke my heart. And I was trying to figure out what was wrong. I was like, I don't think I did anything wrong, and I know it's not the movie because we've seen white chicks before. And, this is not even the sad part, so what's going on? And that's when she turned to me, and she said, John, I think I'm pregnant, and of course you are the father. It's like, oh my God, okay, sweetheart, I know we go to Catholic school, so we don't quite understand how this shit down here works. But I feel like I can say with at least 98% certainty that that stuff can't eat through your stomach lining. So, and that's a joke about true love. Thank you so much, guys.